Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to Godly Giggles with Steve and Mo, where we show you that you can serve Jesus and still have a fun-filled life. So today we are going to be talking about serving because it's around the holidays. Thanksgiving just happened. Christmas is in a few weeks. You're going to be seeing a lot of your extended family. And so we're just going to talk about ways you can serve, ways we have served, and what serving looks like in the Bible and how God told us to serve. And so we're just going to jump right into that.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you first.
Sorry, we were a little distracted this morning. We had crazy stuff happening, and we are here. We are filming. We're so excited. So
yeah,
we're just a little off topic this morning, but we're gonna bring it back in.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Steve, what are some ways? What are a few ways this holiday season that you have served in the past, or you're planning to serve?
Okay,
other people?
so we have DFAC's Christmas party that's coming up on the 13th. And so we are, are you working it too?
Yeah.
So we are giving the opportunity to throw a party for kids in foster care in our local county. So that's a pretty cool opportunity there to serve the least of these vulnerable children and showing them that you can be a positive role model, positive mom, dad, those things are possible to have.
Yeah.
So we have that coming up. We're going to do Operation Christmas Child, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go pack shoeboxes this coming Saturday, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's right around the corner.
So much to do this week.
Yes. Lots of opportunity, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just, being able to bless people in my work around the holidays too. It's pretty cool, to be able to surprise a sweet lady with a free hairdo or something that they weren't expecting. There's always an opportunity for something. There's something on my pants.
I bet I know what it is.
Sorry guys, I just saw something on my black pants. Sidetrack. Sorry about that. So do you have some different opportunities?
You took both of mine that I had written down.
Sorry, we're doing those together, so we were, of course, I was going to point them out. What about in school? Do you guys, do you have any opportunity in school to serve someone or to volunteer for something? I think you made something recently for a bunch of seniors. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I made a balloon arch for the flag football seniors for their senior night. And it was a headache and a half, but it was worth it because they liked it and it was pretty.
It looked like it was going to blow over, but she said she called it or
whatever.
Whatever.
Her friend said that they had to stand there and hold it because it was like a whole arch and they had to stand there and hold it because it was falling. But I think it would have stayed up. It just was leaning a tad bit.
I'm just curious. This is a little off of it, but what did you use to make it be like an arch?
It was those tent poles that are black and silver in the middle and they pop together. That's what it was, and it bent into a thing.
But it was tent poles, or it was an arch for that.
No, it was just a tent pole. It wasn't I didn't get it out of a tent box, but it was the same exact thing. It didn't bend specifically anywhere. It was that whole thing that just bent right over.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, good to know. Sorry, I was just curious how they make those arches round like this because I was there has to be something in there.
Yeah.
Because we have a church Christmas dinner coming up, and I bought these poles, and you slide the balloons down on them to go with my backdrop.
That would be so much easier than what I did.
Oh, okay. So that's
so much
good
easier
to know. So I ordered 4 of those. So
okay. Do they come with the little plastic things that you
that you just slide down and you put the balloons on?
Yeah, that's what I used for the other thing.
Yes. So another opportunity. I'm gonna make a beautiful backdrop for everyone to take pictures with at our church Christmas dinner. So that's gonna be fun too.
Yeah.
So even the smallest things you can do to serve people, to make something extra special through the holidays for them. Yeah. And Molly made the balloon arch for the seniors because she knew that it was important for it to look cute, but to also do something for the seniors. This is big deal for them. They're graduating this year. Do you have any other opportunities in school to be able to volunteer for something? Even that, serving and volunteering kind of go hand in hand to me.
Yeah. Some things I don't think I've done these, but they're things that are there to do.
Yeah, what
there's a every year, just anytime, like with all the clubs, like student council, NHS, and beta club, they take up like canned goods for service hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like serving somebody else who doesn't have food.
Yes.
And so I've done that. But this year I didn't have to do any of that because I used all my Barnabas hours. So I got
so like you do
hours.
have to do volunteer hours too for like, is that part of like capstone or like what's it called? Senior thesis or anything? No, you just have to.
It's just the clubs.
Just the clubs have to do.
Girl, Pike County don't have any of that.
Oh, okay.
But I am running for student council president. And then I'll get to speak at graduation if I get it.
You were like senior. You better hurry up and start running.
Well, no, that's the only time that you can do it is run with your senior.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I feel like you missed it. The boat done sailed, girl.
No.
You're in like 6 months left of school.
I know. Miss Douglas does it. And we're supposed to do it on Monday, like when we get back.
Can I send in a vote?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I'll just send you the link. And,
yeah,
probably
you should. Or send me her email address and I'll just be like, I vote for Mollie Reese 10 times to be student president.
Yeah, good idea. Anna's going to run with me as my vice president.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Then you can run for president one day. Like real one. Yeah. It's so cool. Okay. Anyways, is there any other things going on with youth group that I didn't mention for opportunities?
I don't think so.
Hey, your family is buying Christmas presents.
Oh yes,
too.
I wrote that down. I thought you said that, but you didn't. Yes, we're doing. We have 3 kids in our family, so we got 3 DFACS kids to like sponsor for Christmas. So like we're buying them Christmas presents for Christmas.
That's awesome, and they will give them to them at the December 13th Christmas party as well.
We'll
like they'll be able to pick up. When I walked into our church office, we actually already had some bags.
I know. I saw them. Yeah, I saw Mr. Spencer drop them off. Oh, can I? Oh, yeah.
That's who dropped them off.
It is.
It's okay. Nobody knows.
They won't know.
I don't know. Some people might know them.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So there's that. Okay, so then, I'm trying to think if there's something else going on with youth group stuff.
I mean, there always is, but not specifically like right now. Like we go to Barnabas in the summer, and then we'll do like. I don't know. I mean, I guess like when we do our dinners, that's technically serving, even though they're paying us. But
so yeah, there's lots of opportunities there to serve. You can you can reach out to us and we will give you an opportunity because I think we were gonna have some more foster kids that need presents as well. I think we might.
I mean, there's always gonna be some for that.
Yes, and then so also like besides just the holidays, Mollie and I have both served in other countries as well as we'll say missionaries. Just like short-term missionaries. And so you have been where?
Honduras.
Been to Honduras. I've been to Honduras multiple times. And I actually went to the Philippines at Christmas time and worked in an orphanage for almost a month. So that was pretty awesome too. To let the workers, the Filipino workers, get the whole month off so that they could go home and be with their families and not stay at the orphanage. So that was a really cool experience. And they celebrate Christmas so different.
What do they do?
They have a party at midnight in the street.
On Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Oh.
Like Christmas Eve, Christmas morning at midnight. Yeah. It's so
That's
cool.
cool.
They do fireworks. Like it's awesome.
I know, so many different cultures do different things like that for Christmas. Like one of them, I don't remember where it is, but they like leave their shoes out. And then when they wake up, it's like there's candy or something in their shoes. And that's like their Santa Claus dropping off stuff.
That's awesome. So it's a little different. Also in the Philippines, I thought this was really cool. So the Philippines is, I think it's a third world country. I'm pretty sure it is. Where I was 100%. And so even like the poorest of poor people will do this. The day after Christmas, so on the 26th, I think it's an actual holiday in Canada. It's Boxing Day.
Oh, yeah.
So they box up all their stuff and give to the poor and needy. And they're like already there. Or like the stuff that they're like they're not all of their stuff, but like they're clearing out their house and getting rid of things that maybe they're not using or they don't need.
To make room for like the presents and whatnot. They just
but maybe some of them didn't even get presents, but they still give. That makes sense? Yeah. Like it was so cool to experience that. So we went to this big, they called it Trash Mountain. So like they're an island and so they don't actually like bury their trash, they just back up, dump it, and it makes like this big mountain. Okay, so people actually live on Trash Mountain. And so we went there the day after, and it was crazy at how many people were bringing stuff there, even. And like, they're already poor people, and they're bringing to the people that live on this like Trash Mountain. They like literally made their house out of trash. They are so creative though. Those houses were like, I was like, they did it right. Like they used the right stuff to make this. Like it was actually like a house. It wasn't just some little shack, you know? So that was such a cool experience though, to be able to serve in the Philippines, like a totally different culture than here. And then we always we absolutely love Honduras, so being able to serve there is pretty amazing too. We host a lot of vacation Bible schools. Did y'all do something similar to that when you were there?
We did. We played lots of games. It was so funny because I didn't speak any Spanish.
You always go to red light, green light.
Yes, that's what we
Rojo
played.
Verde. And you just keep saying it over and over.
And I would always mess it up, and the kids thought it was so funny because I would just say it so many times, and
they're like, "Does she know if we should go or stop?" Or like, "What should we do?"
I know, it was so funny.
And then I'm always like, "Vámonos, vámonos! Come on, hurry, vámonos!" And they're just like, "What? She's saying it wrong. Like she's telling us to come on and hurry. We're not going nowhere." It just meant like, come to me. I don't know how to tell you that. For us to be like gone to Honduras so much, or me especially, me and Josh Holly went one time together. Our Spanish is jacked up. We gotta work on that. So we will. Yeah.
I can like read stuff. Like it takes me a few minutes to process things. Like I know basic vocabulary words just from Spanish that I took in 10th grade. But like I don't think I could form a sentence besides like, what's your name? My name is Molly. That's about it.
Did you take Spanish 1 and 2?
No, I took Spanish 1 twice.
Did you fail the first?
No, I took it once at high school and once at college, and that counted as 2 years of foreign language.
The same class. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You needed 2 though, so you could have learned how old are you instead of just what's your name. I think it's
something
cuantos años.
Because años is years.
Y'all forgive me if I just messed that up too. I think I probably did, but
because if you're asking somebody else your age, it's Tay, so it's like Tay.
I'm pretty sure. It's like how much.
It's a question word, yeah.
Okay, we may have got it right. We'll do our research on that and make sure we're good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so on your way over here to church this morning, your dad was like telling you something, and he made a very good point.
Yes.
Can you tell?
He said, I wrote it down. I pretty much have it in my head, but I'm going to say it just in case I mess it up. He was like, there's always work to be done. Like, there's always ways that you can serve, but, like, you have to be looking for it. The serving or the work to be done that isn't going to come find you necessarily. You know, like, if just for anything, like most likely a homeless person's not going to show up at your doorstep and be like, give me food, you know, like that's not going to happen. You're going to have to go out like, okay, I want to serve someone, so let me plug into these different organizations, let me look here, let me go to like the less fortunate parts of town or where I know that something like that may happen in like less people. And he said that means like opening your eyes and taking like the focus off you, because we're so self-centered. I mean, that's just how we are as people, because we're looking out for our own needs. I mean, which is important, but not to be so self-focused that you lose sight of other people. And he said that you should use like your needs to help other people in need. So like if you're something small, like if you're at a table for dinner and like you need to refill the water and go take your plate to the trash can, well, you could look around like, oh, who else needs to take their plate to the trash can and get a refill on water? And so it's like, if I needed this, well, surely somebody else at our table who has the same like needs as we do, because we're just eating, that we could serve them just something simple like that. And there's so many things like that you
and that's
could
just
serve
at our dinner
I
table.
know, that's not
like
really
not even going outside of the walls of our home.
Yeah, and that's so simple. And then there's so many other things. Like here, we always have opportunities to serve, like foster children, and then like our children's ministry here. Like there's just so many different ways to serve so many people. So if your excuse is there's nowhere to get plugged in, that's not true. You're just You'd open your eyes.
We can find you somewhere.
Yeah, you come here. Mm-hmm. We have bulletin boards of stuff to do, and there's so many different things. And I mean, when you think of like serving with like missions or foster kids, a lot of you just think like money. And like, if you're like me or you're a kid, you're like, I don't have any money. But a lot of that is just like your time. Like you go to the Christmas party and help. Like that's just my time. I'm not having to buy or do anything. It's just my time and being there, being a friend, or just talking through something with somebody who doesn't have an older sister, or doesn't have somebody like that to talk to.
Right. So that's a very good point even there.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of places to get plugged in, and the holidays are like the perfect time to start it because it's Christmas coming up. It's a time of giving. We give a lot of times, we give presents and gifts, and like we give a lot, and who doesn't love giving? And so giving of your time is also a very important thing that we can do for other people all around us.
And it's important to do that. Like, I listened to Ben Stewart on one of his sermons about singleness, and his was like, he was like when you're single, that's such an important time because you have so much time to do so many different things. So he was saying, so when he was single, he didn't have anything else to do, so he would just come home and like write books of the Bible to like not necessarily memorize it, but just like know it. And so like if you're single, I mean, even if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, especially when you're young,
do it
have
together.
So many like less responsibilities than you. Like I have nothing compared to you, and you're still doing so much. And so it's like, okay, if Stevie can do all the way up here, then maybe I can surpass that. Probably not, because I have so much more time than her. But somehow she still finds so much time to do stuff.
No. I'm running out of time. I was literally hanging something in a coffee nook, like, that I redid all week.
Yeah.
Like, when everyone is out there, I still don't have enough time. Like, I need more time. But that's okay.
But you still made it work.
We did, and we got it done.
I'm looking at something that I found, and I'm going to read it. It was, I'm going to read Matthew 16:24-25. And it says, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, 'Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny himself and take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it.'" And so it's kind of like what my dad said, like to take the focus off of you. It's like once you're like, okay, not about me, but let me turn and focus on how I can serve other people. And that's so important because, I mean, that's how Jesus was when he was here. He wasn't like, oh, I'm hot, I'm hungry, like walking through the desert. He was like, no, like somebody needs healing. Somebody needs to hear the good news. Somebody needs to like just see that like the Messiah did come. And just so many things. He was always looking, even if it
looking ahead, and like also that encouragement for like us to even when we're in our own desert storms or our own valleys, like there's still a purpose that has to be achieved, and we have to keep going and power through it. And so making ourselves totally selfless, like, and being like Jesus, you know, and so that's exactly what he did, even in the hardest of times.
A quote that I found, it says, it was from a pastor that I guess I'm looking at his sermon notes or something. It says, "Following Jesus and sacrificially," is that a word?
Sacrificially, yes.
"Serving others are inseparable." And it says, why is it impossible to distinguish those two things? Because like all Jesus did was serve other people on earth. Like he didn't do anything for himself. Like he died, and he didn't want to die, and he said that. And he still did it for us anyway. And
so you think we could go meet a need for someone in Griffin, in Zebulon? I mean, he did that.
Yes.
For us who did not deserve. We did not deserve that.
Yeah, like his whole ministry was just walking around looking for people to serve and to help and opportunities. And the least we could do is go do that like once or twice, just go out and look for something. And I mean, there's plenty of other things to do that you don't necessarily have to go and do something, but it's just like, okay, I'm going to show up to church and help out, or I'm going to get a foster kid to sponsor for Christmas. Or even like if adults listen, you could get certified to be a foster parent, you could babysit, you could respite. I mean, that's so easy. You just babysit for a few hours or something. Or if you respite, that's mostly like a few days. And that's not even that big a deal.
I mean, I think like the longest you guys have done that is like a week or so.
That's not even that bad. And
you know when they're coming and you know when they're leaving. So, where I don't know when they're coming or when they're going. We're going on 3 years now with another one. So you have no idea. So in the next couple weeks, we are going to go ahead and have our first guest, and we are going to actually talk to them about ways that they have served and different opportunities that they have been given as a
specifically like in other country, like a missionary type
yes
thing.
as a missionary, but also it's going to be a young person and an older person so that you guys can get a different perspective. He is not going to like me saying an older person. He's a younger person.
Yeah, he's older than us.
Yeah, he's a young old person. There we go. If you're listening, I'm so sorry, but it's okay. We'll correct it when they see.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna talk with them and kind of do like interview style with them, so that you guys can just see the difference, or even really to know that a young person can be just as effective as someone who's older in a different place in life, so the first one is going to be a senior in high school and like some opportunities that she's had, and then the next one is going to be our pastor, and opportunities that he has had, and they're very similar, but the fact that they both have had almost the same opportunity and have had the same, like they've both done it.
Two different countries.
Different countries, yes.
It started from like two different churches, like completely
yes.
different.
But yet they both had the same heart and mind going forward and went and did it. And so we were really excited to have both of them on. We're not going to tell you their names just yet. We will let you find that out next week. So this one was just like talking about a couple opportunities that we have coming up, and
just like laying the groundwork of like
the next
we know what serving is, and so the people we're going to talk to, it's like they're doing this but like to the next level, like they're going to other countries like several times a year. Like I think the girl who's coming, who's a senior, she's gone like 2 times a year, like in the spring and the fall, for like as long as I've known her, so for at least like 10 years.
Oh my gosh, see, this is awesome. I'm learning this right now too. I didn't know they've been going that long.
And her granddad has been going for so much longer than that.
Yes. This is awesome. This is going to be so exciting. So really hope you guys will tune in and listen to our interview of our 2 first guests. And we're excited that you guys listened. Sorry about last week that our thing was not on YouTube. We're going to try to get that fixed maybe today.
Yeah, I'll add it up.
Just for our YouTube people so that you can still see last week's episode. And then this one will be posted tomorrow as well. Or no, today? Whatever. Talking in future, we record these before we release these. So sorry about that. Sounds good.
It's a little short episode, but it's just laying the groundwork so you'll know what's to come.
Because we're about to go serve in church now, so that's the reason it's a little shorter. And it's gonna be great. You should come check us out, the Church of Joy in Williamson.
Yes.
All right, take it away, Mo.
Thanks guys for listening to Godly Giggles with Steve and Mo. We hope that you really got something special out of this. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Spotify and whatever else is out there.
We're probably on it.
Our episodes come out every Monday, so make sure that you are on the lookout for those, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.